"You'll never make it in America." Those were the exact words that my father wrote to me when I was 23 years old, after I had written him a letter saying that I've decided that I want to live in America for good. My father is my hero. My father is my biggest mentor, and my father still is the person that I would go to when I have questions about life. So you can imagine how devastated I was when I received that letter. I didn't know what to do. I thought it was unconditional love. He was putting me down in all sorts of manners in that letter. Fast forward 13 years, having really great titles and jobs, such as Director of Public Relations for one of the top New York City photography studios, working with Madonna, Jennifer Lopez, Puff Daddy, Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, and Italian Vogue, all the top magazines of the world. I found myself not sure of why I chose to be in America if I wasn't really living my dreams. My biggest dream is to be on Broadway, and that's why I went to New York City. Having realized that as a Chinese girl, there really isn't that many characters or actresses who are really pursuing that I couldn't really be the big personality or the center stage that I want to be, I decided that I still need to go for my dream and at least try to be on stage performing, because that is in my veins. I dropped the high-paying job of being the Director of Public Relations, and within 1 week, I found myself as a reservationist in a Chinese restaurant. And I never regretted that decision to this day, because at the age of 24, I was still going for my dreams. And as I said, 13 years later, at the age of 35, I decided to drop that dream of being an actress, singer, and dancer, and I wanted to make lots and lots of money. So I decided I would be a business owner. So I became an entrepreneur and started my first company. And at the age of 35, I found myself with my firstborn, happily married, buying my first house, all cash, in Los Angeles. That was the moment where I had to prove to myself and to my father that I had made it in America. I have been through many, many challenges, adversities, large as life, being that my mother is a very, very negative woman. She would pick on me to this day. If I could show you a text that she wrote to me just last week, she would pick on me from my weight. She told me I was fat after 7 days of having given birth to twins. She would pick on my nail color. She would pick on how I dress. She would tell me I'm stupid, dumb, all the words that you would prefer not to hear. My father wrote me another letter at the age of 25 that told me that threatened me that they would disown me if I would marry a non-Chinese man. So as you can see, as a Chinese girl growing up in a traditional way, it was really hard for me to really figure out if I am Chinese, if I am British because I grew up in England, or if I'm American living in America. But I stuck to my heart. I always had this internal instinct, an internal belief that I can do anything, no matter what. And that is what God gave me. And I might have painted a light of my parents not being really there for me, but actually through all of those letters and conversations I've had and the traumatic words of disowning me, all that, they are the two people whom I thank the most in the whole wide world, and I am very close to them as of today. So I said fast forward when I was 35, I bought my first house. I was very proud of that. And then I had 4 children. And then I decided that I would buy my second house. And I paid all cash for that too, because I am a woman who made it in America, and I still stick to my guns. And I'm proud of who I am today. The success secret number 1 is believe in yourself. This is the thread that is through my life that I've stuck to that has brought me all this success and joy. Success secret number 2 is hiring a mentor. 2 years ago, I decided to hire a mentor. Within these past 2 years, my career has literally skyrocketed. Without my mentor, his name is Dave Meltzer, I would not have been on the #1 digital show right now online called Entrepreneur Elevator Pitch. Without Dave Meltzer, I wouldn't be in this movie called Impact that I'm currently filming that is about my journey as a speaker. Without Dave Meltzer, I wouldn't have met Lynn Rose, who has opened up many doors for me. Thank you, Lynn. And I've been invited to India to speak and receive a very prestigious award as the Woman of the Decade for Entrepreneurship and Venture Capital. Thank you. I spoke at the UN just a few months ago. I saw my name in lights in Times Square, which is literally everybody's bucket or dream come true. And so my mentor has really put a lot of joy and opened lots of doors for me. And in turn, as I want to do that for other women and men in the world, I decided to open up the Yes Academy, which was my newest, biggest venture. And I wrote a course that I stick to till today with all my success. There's just 6 simple steps that I take on a daily basis to run my businesses. Number 1, you have to believe in yourself. I've repeated that a few times because it is truly in your confidence that brings out the best in you. Number 2 is to reassess the people around you. Who do you talk to the most? Who do you have around you who's lifting you up, supporting you? Number 3 is organization. I know I'm running through these because I'm running out of time, but number 3, organization is so important. I teach time blocking and color coding. Those are practical steps to putting you forward and taking action. Success is, yes, about believing in yourself and all the grand, big visions that you have and the woo-woo stuff, the spiritual stuff. But if you don't have the practical side of success, which is the daily tasks that you have to do, which is what I teach, you have to get your priorities right, make sure that you're putting time into the things that you want to achieve, then you won't have that massive success that you want. Number 4 is marketing. Marketing is the magic word in business. If you have a product and you don't tell the world about it, there's nothing's going to happen. You're not going to make money. Number 5 is automation. Automation and delegation. You have to use softwares nowadays. There's so many amazing softwares that you can use that can run your business for you, mostly. And then you have a team who can have their talents to run it with you. And then my last point, which is the most important, number 6, is to celebrate. Celebrate means you love yourself and you take the time to go on vacation, take the time to pamper yourself, go to the spa. Even God said it. He made the world in 6 days and he rested on the 7th day. If you work out very hard, you must rest your muscles. It's the same thing in business. You have to take that time for yourself to run that business. So I want to quickly just offer 5 people in this audience who's listening to me. If you want me to have assess your business a little bit so I can help you accelerate and double your income in half the time, because that is what I help people do, I invite you to write me a personal quick email with the subject line Inspire Auckland to didi@didiwong.com, and I would be very glad to give you 10 minutes of my time to see what I can do to help you. I have accelerated my finances, my personal journey in the last 2 years, as I told you, with a mentor. So I encourage you to find a mentor, even if it's not me. Find yourself a mentor. And lastly, as Lynn said it earlier, showing up. Success is about showing up. Today, all of you had the choice of being here or not. I encourage you to show up for yourself, and in turn, you showed up for me, so I thank you for that.